we're gonna keep that in there.
Blooper reel. Hi, I am Coraberrry, also known as Michelle, and I am a cosplayer and also work in the games industry. So the name used to be Cora Ven because I liked the name Cora, and I absolutely loved Ventus from Kingdom Hearts because, you know, who doesn't? And then slowly people started associating me with strawberries over the years, and so I changed the name to Coraberry. So I got into cosplay in 2006, 2007. My math is really terrible, so that's, I think, more than 10 years. Yeah, it's more than 10 years. So I actually went to Supernova the first time in 2005 or 2006, and I saw people cosplaying. I thought it could be fun. I ended up loving Edward Elric's jacket from Full Metal Alchemist, and I just wanted to make it, and I thought I'd show off my fandom at an event, and literally my first cosplay is me with a braid and wearing an Edward Elric thing and running around a convention. It was pretty great. So I work for two companies. Actually, I work for a multitude of companies. So I work as a community manager. So I do social media strategies and basically a lot of social media, creating photos, spreading the word. So one of the places I work for is a news network. So I am constantly feeding out news. Another one I work for is for specifically indie developers. So a lot of what I do there is promoting their work and getting their work out there. A lot of writing work as well. So I'm a writer as well part-time. So I write esports content as to why investors should invest in esports, essentially. And other than that, yeah, it's just a lot of admin. Okay, I follow all the basic ones like Kamui, Yaya. Yaya's lovely in real life, by the way. I think Japan last year. She's quite sweet. No, I'm completely flawless. I'm kidding. So there have definitely been some cosplay disasters, I would say. Probably one of the most notable is like when I was wearing Azura on the day of Cosplay Odyssey, and beads started coming undone, and this costume had thousands upon thousands of beads, and I had to wrangle somebody I had met once before in the championship that I met backstage and go, hey, you know how to work a needle, I'm gonna get you to help me string this back together. And I'm glad she did because I ended up winning, which is great. When I've run around, so I used to manage cosplay events all the time as well. There was a few times where I definitely face planted from running from one end of the stage to the other to try and get shit done. So yeah, there was definitely a lot of face planting that kind of went on in there. I had shoes that the bottom was worn down so much there would be like the da-da-da-da-da-da like slide in when somebody called my name, just because I was running and the shoes wouldn't stop. So there was a lot of that, especially in heels. I have had a few face plants at events. At MadFest this year, something really funny that happened was I had this whip and I had the mask on my face, and I like cracked the whip for like a photo, and the end of it flicked up my mask and like threw it over to the other side. And like I was about to go into a competition with it, and it had marks all over it, and then the magnet had fallen off, and I was like, yeah, there was definitely me wanting to cry at that point. But yeah, I think they're probably the most notable. I'm sure there's others. Oh, I almost passed out when I was wearing Melodic as well, because it's so heavy. It's about 14 kilos on its own, and it's a strapless dress. So not only is it like falling down all the time because I'm so flat chested, but it's so tight around here that I can only wear it for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before I start losing my breath. I stopped breathing when I was at Gold Coast Nova wearing it. Yeah, they had to like full on try and get me out. It takes me an hour to get in and out of that thing. It's insane. Ooh. Well, there is definitely people that need more love. So many people need love. Everyone needs love. Okay, so I'd probably say that Heng Schwench doesn't get as admired as she should, just because of all the stuff she does for Blizzard. She can't publicly post. So her and Oren, two really epic people. Justine Just See Cosplay. She is absolutely incredible. She does a lot of MC work for Oz Comic Con. She's She's absolutely fantastic. Piltover City Customs is another one. Always does incredible stuff. Always comes second in the championship. I feel really bad for him. And he really deserves an international win, I think. Same with Alt F4 Cosplay. She did absolutely fantastically at the championships last year, and I want her to win a world title. She's just absolutely incredible. Yeah, there's so many people. TJ Cosplay is another one that I put out there. She was the cosplay ambassador last year. She's just a bean. She's like the best bean is the best way for me to describe people. Beans are a good thing. And then I'd also probably say Kira Lee Cosplay over in Perth. She does epic sewn things with pleats all over it, and they're beautiful, and it's like cosplay porn to me. Yeah, I have a lot of people I like and a lot of people that always need more love. Oh, also Zaffy Cosplay. She's incredible as well. I think he shot with her last year. Yeah, she didn't know anyone in Sydney. She was so scared. And I was like, introduce her to everyone. Because her costume was incredible as well. Okay, so I wouldn't say admins, like admin work is probably not the best way to go down. Let me start this again. So for anyone that wants to pursue, so I'm one of these lucky people that have made cosplay at least a part-time career. So I make it as like an advisor, I run cosplay competitions, so a bit on the different side. I also do writing and everything. So as somebody that wants to do that, it's a bit about learning a lot of skills about keeping your cool in a lot of situations, so being able to stay calm and also take critical feedback. So there's been a lot of situations where I've been told you're doing it wrong to the point you should get fired. And it's being able to take that, and I wouldn't, you know what, I'd say that prove them wrong, essentially. Be determined enough to prove them wrong. There was a number of times in my career where I've been told you're not good enough for this, and I've just gone back, well, I'm gonna prove you wrong. That's why I entered a competition at first, because somebody said online that you're not good enough to cosplay. And I went, screw you, entered a competition, ended up winning. So yeah, just don't let people's critical feedback get you down. If anything, use that spite to help you go further. This is terrible advice, by the way. This is terrible advice for anyone that's watching. Like, I work with a lot of people, and they always ask, like, how did you get where you are? Like, I want to go down that career path that you've gone down. Like, I've got to work on amazing conventions. I've got to work with the team that did New York Comic Con, for crying out loud. I'm part of amazing teams right now, and gaming industry is like this coveted thing that a lot of people want to get into. Or cosplay as a full-time profession is something a lot of people want to get into. And honestly, I'm pretty sure I've gotten here out of spite, just to prove people wrong, and prove that I can do it. It's easy for words to get to you. It's easy for people to say that you're not doing the right thing, or that you're not good enough. And the internet sucks. Just like, yeah, people on the internet can really suck. Because honestly, I wouldn't recommend my lifestyle to anyone. Because, well, look, think of it this way. I work 4 jobs. It's taken me weeks to be able to hang out with a friend to do this. I'm still running late for things. And I don't get to sleep in. I start my day at 6 a.m. and I go till 11 or 12 o'clock at night. I literally get a 10-minute break for lunch, and that's it. So if you want to go down the same path as me, you've got to get over having time for yourself, I guess. You can't have time for yourself. That's also terrible advice. Do not put that in. Give up your freedom. Okay, here's some actual good advice. Find a personal brand that represents you and use that to your advantage. So for me, a big personal brand in both my professional career and my cosplay side of things is I have a personal brand which is strawberries, which means that people associate me with something. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's not something like illegal. They associate me with something. It means I'm very memorable. It means I'm very easy to think of if somebody mentions, oh, it's that girl that likes strawberries or something, and immediately people know that that's me. Sometimes I'm just going to work. I've gone to an interview where I've said, hey, you're the strawberry girl. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I am. And it took me a while to get some pride for that as well. I was trying to get rid of it for a couple of years, but it does help having a personal brand, and it will take a while, and it may not end up being the thing that you think it was. Like, I was trying really hard for it to be something like coffee, or to be something along the lines of like, I want to be the professional cosplay person or something like that, but It ended up being Strawberries, which in my eyes is a great brand because it's friendly, it's not off-putting, it's something that's very easily understood by a lot of people. Look, let's face it, I get 20 punnets of strawberries at every convention and it's great. I love it. So I would say, yeah, have a personal brand, go with it and run with it. Make that a good part of your identity. Yeah, that's good advice, right? I have like 7 or 8 pillows, including one that's bigger than me, and it's great. It's like the best thing ever. I have a strawberry bag that I absolutely love. It's like a chocolate fashion items. I almost got shoes that were strawberry shaped. I couldn't think of a practical place to wear them though. Slippers, if I find slippers, I'll get slippers. And I get the strawberry version of things. So like there was like a little Pikachu with a strawberry, and like little bunnies you can get with strawberries and stuff like that. There's lots of toys associated. I have a lot of jewelry. I have a set of earrings from Japan that I still haven't got. I'm getting my ears pierced so I can wear these strawberry earrings. They're the bomb. Strawberries are great and they're mine, all mine. I want to be a CEO of something. That's essentially it. I just want to be a CEO and a major boss lady of something. Doesn't matter what. I just want to be a boss lady. That's pretty much it. I want to be like in corporate attire, basically just killing it, walking down and going, oh shit, she's scary. Like, not so much scary, or she knows what she's doing, I better get out of her way. That is the ideal that I would love. Seriously, I just want to be a CEO of something and be earning enough money that I don't have to worry about my expenses. You know, that's the dream, right? To not have to worry too much about money so that you can like live a comfortable life. But I also want to be able to boss people around. Hi, so I am... Thanks that guy for having me. Thanks guy behind the camera for having me, also known as Mume. I am Coraberrry. You can find me as Coraberrry with 3 R's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I will see you maybe on there. Or goodbye. Bye.
No one knows me like a piano. You show me I have